Hey, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. So today we're going to be working on some breathing and coughing strategies.
Okay.
So someone right after surgery or someone who's starting a new activity cycle, new lifestyle change, we'll be going over these strategies with them and with you, just to help get better air circulation through your body, through your lungs. Also, having an actual and effective cough, of whether that's getting rid of stuff out of our body, or again, just getting that more expiration, inspiration in and out of our body. So indicate or contraindications of these type of strategies that we will be doing is someone who has severe COPD. So that's something that just gonna just inflame it more, just irritate it more. And somebody who, so one of our exercises is diaphragmatic breathing, for instance. Someone who has severe short of breath with diaphragmatic breathing, obviously we wouldn't want to just escalate that more. So first, certain vitals that we will kind of want to keep tally of during these exercises, the respiratory rate, so that kind of gives us a good idea of how you're responding to these breathing and coughing exercises. Also oxygen saturation and heart rate. Also a couple other vitals that we'd also want to monitor within these. So first, we have some certain positions that will help give your body a better supply of oxygen. Just make it for your body to be able to receive it. So if you want to sit up on the table for me. And actually, you're going to go ahead and face the other way for me. I'm going to just sit you up right away, so we got semi-Fowler's position. So go ahead and scoot forward. And I actually have your, there it is. So you can hang off a little bit. So first we got semi-Fowler's position. So I'm going to move this up just a little bit more forward. So a position like this, you can kind of go 45 degrees, 90 degrees, whatever is more comfortable for you. This is just a way, kind of giving your body a better way to receive that oxygen. Another one is reverse from Dellenberg. So again, it's kind of the same thing, but that's going strictly at about 45 degrees. Reverse from Dellenberg, that's when we have you kind of above your lungs. Aside from the regular Trendelenburg where you're kind of going incline, this one we're going to go on a decline. So those are just certain positions to help breathing. Next, so while we're here, we're going to do some diaphragmatic breathing. So that's the breathing we really want in our body. A lot of people will be those chest breathers where you're not really getting that full oxygen that you should be getting. So for this, just a good verbal tactile cue for you is having one hand on the chest and one right on your abdomen. And when you go in and out, you really want to make sure your chest isn't moving. So this hand isn't moving. So go ahead and take a good breath in and then exhale out. So this is a good way to have your hand on your belly moving up and down and make sure this hand's not moving, which would indicate you're breathing with your chest. So next, this the assisted cough and huff. So a huff is a good way for someone who is having an increase in intracranial pressure. Coughing just increases that even more, so a huffing technique is a good way to get that out in a different way. So we almost like to do it like a ha ha ha. So I'm going to have you inhale and then kind of go ha 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 ha. Yeah, so that's the huff technique. Like I said, that's a way to get that out of your body still without increasing that intracranial pressure. Another coughing technique we like to do is someone who is not having a pressure issue. It's just a forceful expirated cough. So again, when you breathe in, you're just gonna forcefully cough it out like that. Yeah. So those are just two ways to get a coughing techniques out. All right. So next we got activity pacing. So that's pretty self-explanatory. So for someone who is struggling with shortness of breath throughout certain activities, we want to make sure they're noticing that, they're taking rest breaks within their activities, they're monitoring their activities where they have to kind of slow down on what they're doing, take rest breaks, take breaks to, you do take those rest breaks to have breathing exercising. Just monitoring their vitals within too. If they can have a pulse oximetry with them, you can get those pretty much anywhere. Activity pacing is just a good way to kind of see what you can and can't do at that certain moment. Pursed lip breathing, so that's a way to just kind of get a forceful inspiration with a slowly longer expiration. So when you think of pursed lip breathing, you want to exhale or inhale, and then when you exhale, you can purse those lips together. You want to go about 2 seconds longer than your inhale. So go ahead and try that for me. A little bit longer. Good. Alrighty. Another important thing that us as PTAs like to monitor is your chest wall assessment. So seeing how your ribs and your chest are going along with your breathing. So kind of like a bucket handle. I'm going to place my hands kind of on your rib cage here. I'm going to just have you take some normal breaths. And I just want to see my hands along with your rib cage just go up when you inhale and down when you're relaxed and exhaling. So that's something we don't want to see any sort of my hand just like not moving as much. That means it could be an accessory muscle type issue or a breathing issue that we want to know. Alrighty. And so again, yeah, we went over our positioning, kind of maximize so semi-followers or reverse Trendelenburg. Those are ways just to get you stood up. A lot of people will have a lot more struggles breathing when they're laying on their back. Not as much air is getting into their body, into their lungs. So, Chris, any questions with anything we just did today?
Nope.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yep.